Hey everybody, we have a BenQ to look at today. It's a HT1085ST, the short throw. Let's get that data plate in there. December 2015, it's 5 years old, or almost 5 years old. And I believe it has a fan overheating shutdown problem. Let's just give it a once over. Make sure it turns on and all that. Get that lens cap off. There we go. Yeah, we got BenQ coming up. So far, so good. Let's see, let's go to menu. This is what I was looking for. Just to make sure the picture looks good, which it does. But I think it's going to probably shut down once it gets warm. It's feeling kind of warm over here. So before it does, come on, let's get out of that. And I'm going to turn it off. Took the door off. Oh, got a lamp that got very hot. Oh, it's a good lamp too. Oh yeah, that's a good lamp. Let's see. Ooh, it ran very, very, very hot. Very hot. You see all that? That's not good. Because I could see this here. Yeah, I think this lamp might be just a little too cooked. Let's open it up and just make 100% sure that the lamp is in correctly and that we're only looking at, or that the fan is in correctly and that we're only looking at a lamp issue. That's the new fan. It's supposed to be tucked into there, but it's all right. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong. This fan's good. It's put in correctly. To get that a little dressed better. I do wonder about that guy though. Now it's got a bunch of crust on it. But in here, I'm trying to see the fan blades. You guys won't be able to see them. But I think I see glass in there. I see some quartz in there. I'll bet the old lamp exploded. Let's take the main board out. Those little nuts on the back. I feel like I should change this to the BenQ channel. There's sure a lot of this style out there. I'm going to leave the rest of this stuff plugged in because I should be able to flip the board over. I'm already seeing dust everywhere. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get 1, 2, 3. And then under here we'll make it 4. That's a little one. I should unhook all this. There we are. Now this can come up, leaving the ground in place. Come on. There we are. I'm just going to flip it off to the side like that because we want to get, I think this might be part of the problem. Let me unplug that. I'll leave that. I might have to unplug the thermal fuse that's embedded in here. Oh no, I can get it. Well, I mean, I do have to unplug it, but there we go. Ooh, there we are. So there's the problem, or part of the problem. And I think I saw some quartz shining back at me. Yep. There it is. It just fell out. So this thing's not spinning right, and it had some glass in it. So I suspect I'm going to have to clean this up good, and then he's probably going to need a new lamp. So let me go clean this. So I tried hitting that with air, and none of that moved. So I don't know what that dust is comprised of. But in my experience, usually nicotine or something like that causes the dust to stick. Doesn't smell like cigarettes though, so it's probably just old baked on dust. So what I want to do now, I have to clean it manually. That means we have to split it and get on the inside. So I'm going to take a flathead and just gently start splitting the case. Just keep a little bit of tension so it doesn't snap back together. Now we got the halves off. Sometime, yep, these tend to lift off. So now knock it all loose, and then the air will help. You can see I got it kind of loosened up. So I'm gonna let's get a terry cloth rag. I guess you could use a cotton swab or something here. Yeah, that's loosening it up. All right, I'm gonna go hit this with air now. And that is much better. It is not perfect. There's still a little bit in there, but it's enough to try it. I might just get a new fan. The part number for the blower fan, if anybody needs it, BUB 0512L. I believe that means it's 50 millimeters by 12 volt. You can see there's the armature in there, or the stator, I guess. The coils that make the magnet go. Then we'll snap this back on. And that's going to go there. So we have this here. There we are. It's going to go like that. Okay, I like that. This will have to be plugged back in, but let me just set this fan back in place. There we are. Oops. I will probably have to manually clean the rest of this. Yeah, that's really sticky dust. It's weird. Anyway, let's get this back in. Come on, get straight. This little connector that I'm fighting with, that's the temperature thermal fuse. I can plug that back in. And if this works, everything is functional after I do this, I'll give it a more attentive cleaning. This is going back together as I guess as a proof of concept, we could say. Are in, flip the main board back over, get all of our wires to line up, then line up our DMD connector, make sure that power supply. Go. Making sure that's straight. We'll plug that fan back in, this fan back in, and I'm going to drop in these two screws that hold the DMD down. Alrighty. We'll set Mr. Cooked but functional lamp back in. Then I'm sticking the screwdriver in there. That's going to help, well, it's going to hold that connector or that switch in so that I can run the projector without the door on. And it also gives me a way to quickly shut it off if there's a problem just by knocking it out and just sticking it in that little plastic gap there. Let's get power. What I'm probably going to have to do is just let this run with like a movie or something, but let's just make sure it turns on first. We have standby, that's good. Get this out of the way. Alright, that fan's on, that fan's on, all the fans are on. Pardon me. And the picture is coming up. Alright, there we go. Let's go menu. Come on. Menu. Test pattern. Nope, not worried about that. So this looks pretty good. Lamp is on nice and bright. Worn, but on. I think I'm going to let this sit here for about 10 minutes. If it stays on for 10 minutes, I will close it back up. And then after I close it back up, I'll hook up a video because I don't want to run it with a static image like, you know, this for too long, or I might cook the, not cook, but like cause burn-in on the DMD. So I'm going to let this run like this, and if it acts up again, I'll continue the video, but for now I'm going to say this is probably fixed because that was definitely a problem, having that piece of exploded lamp in there. It's probably jamming the fan up, so save that. I'm going to save that for him. So anyway, if you have any questions about your BenQ, feel free to stick them in the comments. And if you don't subscribe, think about subscribing. Don't have to, but hey, more people subscribe, the better, I guess. But more importantly, as always, thank you for watching.